Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another live stream. Give me 2 seconds, I'm literally just bringing up the comments. I do believe we're live. Let me know how the audio and the video is as usual. How's everyone doing in their quarantine / self-isolation state? I know it's getting a little bit boring for us being in the house the whole time. Miss Collection is coming. She is just putting on her face because apparently someone didn't tell her that we're live streaming at 2 p.m. She was in the middle of playing Animal Crossing, so therefore she was unable to make the 2 p.m. deadline. Just give me 2 seconds. This iPad is playing up for some unknown reason, but yeah, basically we have an enormous box here, and we will be unboxing this toy haul. Hopefully some good items in there. Some of the stuff in here not, so we'll have to wait and see what actually is in here. But yes, a huge package from DHL. Here we are, finally connected to the Wi-Fi. Sorry about that, I really should have had this sorted before we went live, but my iPad died. The battery is completely empty, of course. I find that whenever you go to use an iPad, it's either completely empty or already dead. Here we go. What's in the box? Well, we're about to find out. Hello there, General Kenobi. When will you be receiving the life-size Hulk Nano Gauntlet? Well, as soon as it's out, I plan to receive it, so hopefully it is fairly soon. Do let me know about the audio and the picture quality. Are you ever going to sell your Power Rangers figures? I certainly am not. I've got a whole bunch more that's been added down here. This has actually become one of my favourite little displays, my Figuarts Rangers, and of course the Super Mini PLA model kit Megazords in the background there. They look pretty darn awesome. Hi Justin, what's in the box? Well, we're about to find out together. Hopefully Miss Collection brings me a weapon, because I didn't bring anything to actually open this box with. So hopefully she brings something. I don't have that problem. My iPad is usually charged and full. Well, devilish genius. Hence your name. You're a devilish genius. You charge it when you need it. Hello from the Philippines. Loving those Power Rangers though. Those ones right there, yeah, I love them too. I've got the Samurai guy in there as well, just for now. It's temporary only. Are you going to be picking up the Japanese Spider-Man SHF? I never watched that show. I don't really have a connection to him aside from those goofy sort of gifs that come up every now and then, so probably not, I'll say. My M-Toys Joker was supposed to come in yesterday. Jake Thomas, I guess it didn't. That's a bit of a shame. Hopefully it comes in today, because M-Toys Joker is a really good figure. You can't see him. The only Joker you can see right now is the... Actually, no, that is the M-Toys Joker with the Toys Era head sculpt on it. What do you think is the best Star Wars figure coming out? This is going to be a cop-out, but of course I'm going to say The Mandalorian, of course. Holy crap, I made it, says Ken. Ken, finally you're on one of our live streams. I think you've been on one before, but welcome to the live stream. Do you use Twitter? I don't, devilish genius. I don't use Twitter yet. I might in the future. We'll have to wait and see. Twitter is usually only for complaining about stuff to companies. Which sometimes I do on my private Twitter. So I have a private one, but it's usually only for ranting at people. What else do we have here? If you could only keep 2 1/6 scale figures, what would they be? Ooh, that's a hard one. Probably Justice League Batman, the standard version, and maybe Road Worn Thor. I love those figures. Those are absolutely awesome. Hello from Chicago, first time catching you live. Love your guys' channel, love your positivity. Thank you, Kane Q, and I love your name too. You're going to get the Hot Toys Far From Home Spider-Man, Austin Leslie says, and my answer, sir, is yes. Of course I will be getting the Far From Home Spider-Man. Hi Justin, I'm from Bolivia. Hello there, Daniel. Welcome to the channel. When are you going to get the Iron Man Mark 85 Hot Toys figure? Well, Seth Lee, I'll be getting it, I promise, as soon as it's out. It has to be released first. Whenever anyone asks me when I'm getting X figure, it has to be released before I can actually get it. I might move the camera down a little bit. No need for it to be so high. I was a little bit overly ambitious with the height of the camera, I do believe. I think that will be a little bit better, potentially. I'm rocking the Justin's Collection official merch, as you can see right here, being modelled by myself, so they are available if anyone is interested. YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook are going to combine forces and become UTwitface. That would be hilarious, but I don't think that's going to happen. Can you show me the life-size Iron Man Nano Gauntlet again, please? I want to see it in different lighting. It is up there. Ask me again a little bit later in the stream after we've gotten through this huge box of stuff, and I will potentially bring that down for you. But yes, it is right up there. What else do we have here? Hello from Missouri, says Peyton Raider. Hello there. Welcome to the stream. How do you afford all these figures, my guy? Lucky man. Well, I work pretty hard at the job that I have. I work for a telecommunications company. I work full time. I don't do drugs and I don't drink. So I have a lot of money left over, I guess, to buy toys. So that's how I do it. Do you have the Dx12 Batman? I don't, unfortunately. Maybe I will get it again. I have had it before, but I've got the quarter scale Dark Knight Batman. He's up there. So I don't know if I need a 1/6 scale Nolan vs. Batman. Hello from Indonesia. Hello, welcome to the channel. The UPF02. Love the channel. My love for this hobby has grown because of you. Ordered that broken shield you reviewed for my endgame cap. That shield is actually really good. It's a die-cast shield. Can you potentially get me a weapon so we can open this box?
Yeah, sure.
Miss Collection is not far away. She's retrieving a weapon. Have you ever thought about getting the Hall of Armor set of 7? I haven't. Those, I've got the actual armors, but I don't have the boxes because those boxes take up an exorbitant amount of space.
Hello, ladies and gents. I'm so sorry I'm late. I don't really have an excuse because this is my house.
Yeah, she was playing Animal Crossing, and apparently someone never told her when the stream was.
And please, if you do have that game, give me your island code or whatever it is. I've never played it before, but I would like to make some friends. So.
Devilish Genius, do you do several reviews in a day for bulk, or just review things as you receive them? It depends. If I get a huge box like this, I'll try and do it all on over 1 or 2 days, and then the content will just sit on the channel, and it'll go live periodically. I am thinking about doing the YouTube memberships, which I just got access to that function a couple of months ago, and then whenever I upload videos, the members who are paying members, they subscribe but they pay, will get the videos immediately. So you could potentially get, I don't know, 5 or 6 videos in one go rather than having to wait for them to be spaced out. So it's a bit of a benefit. Let me know. I haven't really done that because people gave me flack for the merch, so I assume people are going to give me flack for that. But let me know if anyone is interested. The fee would be $1.99 because that's, I think, the minimum. It wouldn't be much, but it's just a way of keeping the channel going in terms of buying extra stuff. I already get the Hot Toy stuff, but for third-party stuff, Cosbabies, life-size stuff, costs money, so let me know.
I'm this close to telling you to get into those just so I can have them.
Oh, well, I think we got some in here. Anyway, are you guys doing okay in these tough times? Well, noodles and rice. First of all, that's excellent.
Yes.
Yes, we're doing fine. I hope you're doing well as well.
Just bored. I'm getting cabin fever. But Animal Crossing's here. I finally got it in the mail, so I can play that.
I can't believe that game, you can only play for a certain amount of time. I guess it's good for kids. They're like, hey,
it teaches you patience.
You finish now,
you
you gotta stop for today, but for adults who are currently quarantined, it's a bit boring.
Yeah.
It's a bit boring.
I finished all my tasks too quickly.
Yeah, well, it's a good way of doing things. Are you going to be getting the Professor Hulk toy? Yes, I get all of them. Why did you decide to start reviewing figures separately? That's a very good question, actually. I was already getting the figures early. A lot of people think that this came because of the channel. It's actually not true. I was already getting them early. I was buying them from Hong Kong. And my buddy Daniel actually was the one who convinced me. He's like, hey, why don't you just do a video? And I was like, what? And he was like, no, seriously, give it a go. See how you like it. I did a couple, and I was like, hey, I actually really enjoy doing not only the filming, but also the editing part. I really like putting it together. And then that's how it started, and then obviously it has grown from there. Have yet to see the Rise of Skywalker Rey from Secret Base. Anything on that? Yeah, I don't know what's happening there. She's not on display for some reason. I really want to do a preview video on her. A lot of people are asking me, but she's not there, and I don't know why. What's in the box, says Kiwi Collector. Well, we're about to find out. Don't worry, more people are joining the stream. We'll wait till we get to 100 people, then we will open the box. We're at 81 right now. What's your best advice for figure collecting? Well, Peyton Raider, pace yourself. Don't buy them all at once. You bankrupt yourself that way. Only start with the ones that you really, really like, something nostalgic from your childhood maybe. That's a good way of doing it. If it's an older figure, then save up, because those are expensive. Start with something newer, and start with something that you really love, and then hopefully that will keep you going. Buy the rest of the line maybe, then you move on to something else. I don't advise getting one from this line, one from that line, one from the other line, because then you've got a bunch of disjointed collections, and then you're going to drive yourself crazy trying to fill them out. Just buy the ones that you really like first. Go from there. That's my advice.
Yeah, I've said it before in other videos, but have sort of an opportunist mindset about collecting, especially stuff that was released a while ago. every once in a while someone's going to be ditching their whole collection or just selling, offloading one or two things, and that's when you find them on eBay or Gumtree or Craigslist or anything like that. And it's like a game. It's almost fun when you find those sorts of deals every once in a while. So don't try and rush it.
I agree. Bruce Wayne says, where did you get your Ace Toys Green Ranger? Well, Bruce Wayne, I got it from Ace Toys, actually. You can buy figures from them directly. Their factories are starting to reopen. That means, I think, last time I spoke to them, they said they'll be sending me the White Ranger and the Dragon Shield Red Ranger, hopefully in May, if the factories are still producing. They're at 1/3 of their operational capacity right now. So they're a little bit slow, but they are opening back up, so that means hopefully that stuff will be coming soon. I'm super excited to get White Ranger. I don't know how I'm going to review it, because it's white. And I have a white background. We'll see.
Might buy some black card or something.
We will see about that. What do you think the next release will be, says Rick. Well, Rick, I don't know what it's going to be, but I hope it's Ant-Man and the Wasp, because I am quite excited for them. Do you like Marvel or DC? I like both. And I don't like one better than the other. I like them both equally. Choice?
It wavers. Obviously, when Endgame and Infinity War was out, there was a huge spike.
Hype.
In hype for Marvel. But now that it's going to take a while for all these new generation stuff to roll out, I'm sort of on the DC train.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Harley Quinn has done it for you, I think.
I think so. Really liked Birds of Prey. I know it's a bit of a polarizing movie.
Is it? The reviews are really positive.
Yeah, but then there's always the ones who just, they just aren't ready for something a bit different.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So, I really liked it.
The dudes need to chill. You don't get that many female-led superhero-style movies. It's a good movie. Chill.
Yeah.
It's worth watching, seriously. Do you guys collect any figures based which figure belongs to who, or is it a joint collection? Most of Steph's stuff is down here on this bottom shelf. You can kind of see it. Assassin's Creed, this breakfast lady.
Breakfast at Tiffany's, Audrey Hepburn.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, and you've just decided to chuck Newt Scamander from the Fantastic Beasts stuff down there. I don't actually love those movies, but he's just like, oh, you like Harry Potter, that's your collection.
That's
now.
where it's gone. That is where it's gone. Do you have Hot Toys K2SO? I absolutely do. You got one for retail? That's awesome. Those are a little bit hard to find. Do you own CGL Toys Mutant MF013 and MF014? I don't know what they are. Please let me know. Is that the Professor X and the Magneto that they did? Let me know. What's your favorite figure? Justice League Batman is my favorite figure. Open the box. Shall we? What's your favorite assassin? Question for you.
It's definitely Ezio,
Who's that?
the Italian one.
I don't know assassins. Can you help me out? I don't know whether to get Arkham Origins Deathstroke or Mark 50 Iron Man. It's those questions that I really struggle with when people ask me, because then it's me just picking either which figure I think is better or which character is my favorite, but it really shouldn't be. It should be which character is your favorite. If you like Deathstroke more than Iron Man, go for Deathstroke, because as it comes down to like figures, they're both excellent. Of course, most Hot Toys figures are really good. So it just comes down to which character is your favorite, go from there, because I can't tell you, hey, I like Iron Man more, go for Iron Man. Whichever one's your favorite, that's the one you got to pick. Just think about it, sit down, hey, I really like Slade Wilson because he's a freaking badass, or I really like Tony Stark because he's a badass. I don't know.
Some people, I think, are looking at it from like a financial gains perspective. Don't do that. You collect because you love the character. So if you like this version of Iron Man over this Mark, whatever, there's a million now, then do that, because chances are later on they might re-release it as a die-cast or something, and it's not about the money. So
Fair call. What are your thoughts on Sideshow C3P? Before we open the box, I quickly want to talk about Sideshow. Someone was giving me some flack saying that anything Sideshow automatically hate. Totally untrue, actually. There are some really good pieces. I literally just bought the Scout Trooper. I don't know why I'm pointing over there. He is there, but you can't see him. He's on his speeder bike now. The bodies that they use are awful. That's a given. Clones, really bad, loose bodies, the figures are really expensive, that's just the way it is. You can of course swap the bodies, the armor is really good, and some of the figures are great. I love my Snow Speeder Hoth Luke. He is amazing, the head sculpt is great, the body's actually quite good on him, The outfit is awesome. I don't have anything really that bad to say about Sideshow, aside from their prices are a little bit high. He was really expensive for what he is, and the bodies are pretty bad. Aside from that, I don't really have an issue. And I love the Sideshow C-3PO because he's technically the only one, unless you count the die-cast Bandai Tamashii one, who is insanely expensive.
It's heavy.
And very heavy. We've both seen it twice at Luke's house, because he does have one. Let's start opening the box. Jesus, this is bloody heavy. Oh. I know some of the stuff that's in here, but I don't have a full grasp on everything. So, we'll wait and see. Should actually always cut away from yourself.
Yes. I'll keep going with the questions while you're doing that.
Excellent.
So, how much was the Rocky unbox this morning? We bought that in Japan. So, yes, it is sold out, and we paid a ridiculous price.
500 Australian dollars.
Each.
Each.
So, they are sold out.
It's a box of goodies right here.
If you can try and get it second hand or something, do that. Do you own an Indiana Jones figure in your vast collection?
I sure do. I have the Sideshow one. Speaking of Sideshow, there goes the mic. I have the Sideshow one. He's actually quite a good figure. I was really, really surprised at the quality of that Sideshow indie.
And Seth says he always tries to watch the streams because we always look at the chat and respond. So
yeah,
you're welcome.
We absolutely do. Shall we? Let's. I almost swore. There are a lot of Cosbabies in here. Okay. Some of these are from the DC event. I don't know how Toys Wonderland got them because they were supposed to be Japan exclusive, but he has connections. He got them from Rebel Base, it seems. I will be doing reviews on them, and I'll be doing them in series, so all the 89/92 Batman stuff together, Dark Knight stuff together, Arkham Asylum stuff together. Alright.
I don't know what we're going to do with these, because
we're not keeping them all.
We're already struggling with like the stuff we brought back from Japan.
Yes, we are not keeping them all. I'm only keeping I have to pay, by the way. I'm only keeping the 89 Batman stuff. The rest is going back to Toys Wonderland.
Okay, good.
Alright, so we've got a Catwoman with cat. I'm not sure if how's that coming up on the camera there? Hopefully you can see that.
It's a bit delayed, so I'm just waiting.
It looks pretty good, actually. Not sure about the Michelle Pfeiffer likeness, unfortunately, because it's a Cosbaby. But I like the little base she's on, little silver base with the Bat logo on it, and of course the cat, who's looking rather sad. And it says it's got a magnetic function. I assume the cat magnetically attaches to her head.
That's cute, really cool.
Penguin. I'm actually really liking the bases on these little guys. He comes with his umbrella. They're actually quite heavy. Hopefully that means that they're good quality pieces. He's got his black dirty teeth and his makeup. Again, likeness to Danny DeVito. Not sure if it's on point. We're going to answer the questions more pertaining to this stuff for now, and then like we did with the last one, maybe towards the end
I'll keep an eye out.
We will head back on the Q&A sort of train.
Or maybe I like this.
I actually quite like this. So this is a 92, I almost said 89. This is a 92 Batman spreading his cape. You will see this a lot better in the review, obviously, when that comes out. It looks like this. The Michael Keaton likeness, actually, I'm not joking this time, is rather strong because he's got that very unique mouth with the little lines here and there. Are we opening, are we?
No, I'm obsessed with making sure they're closed. This one came open.
I see. I think that's it for the 89 stuff as far as I'm aware. Never mind. Here is an 89 Batman firing his grappling hook. I actually really like these. These are cool little dudes.
Yeah, that they put them in like a special, like a moment.
A pose more so capable in doing in this size than you are actually with the figure itself. So the 89/92 collection is looking quite good. And don't worry, it's not all Cosbabies. There is 1/6 scale stuff in here, and I'm actually quite excited to see it. Oh, here's another 89 Batman release. That is the Joker with his beret on.
Is it weird that I can see Jack Nicholson?
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
I can see it. It's weird because it's not.
So here is the museum scene Joker with his, of course, that infamous scene where he wiped off the skin-coloured makeup and they revealed the white underneath. It was a technical challenge to get that to happen in the movie itself. I'm pretty sure that is it for now. Actually, never mind. There is a mime Joker here. Likeness is less strong on the mime Joker, but still, it looks fairly good, as you can see right here. I'm sort of burning through these. Maybe I should slow down a little bit. Any comments? Any good comments in the chat?
No, no one's talking about the Cosbabies, so maybe they're...
People aren't really that interested in Cosbabies.
But they're cool to see. Like, I've never seen any of these, so at least knowing what they look like might some
Yes.
things.
I don't actually know what half of this other stuff is, but I'm quite excited to see it. Alright. I may as well quickly burn through. Do we have two of these?
Oh, whoopsie.
Whoopsie! We have two bank robber jokers. Maybe we can, I'll speak to Philip and see if we can do a giveaway. Maybe, see if that's possible. Here is a bank robber joker. Again, two of these for some reason. Don't know why that happened. It's quite weird. Here we've got interrogation scene Batman
Does
with...
that actually come with the table?
Yes.
Oh,
And his little feet are sticking up.
like
sitting
a
on-
child sitting with his
sitting on
feet
the-
spread apart.
Got the interrogation scene Dark Knight Batman here. We are getting to the end, hopefully, of the Cosbabies, and we will be looking at some 6-scale stuff. For those of you who are like, God, get on with the bloody 6-scale stuff, it's coming. This one's got the UV effect on his eyes. He's
Oh,
got
yeah,
his
I can
little
see it.
gun, his EMP gun, and he's got the sonar eyes going. So that's looking pretty good. A little Dark Knight Batman, again, from, of course, The Dark Knight. What else do we have in here? We've got another Dark Knight Batman. This time he is holding his Batarang. I wish they did a Batman Begins Batman. For some reason, again, we've got two of these. Not sure what's going on.
I think had a lapse in concentration.
We've got two Dark Knight Batman Cosbabies, as you can see right there. So that's pretty interesting. I'm not sure, maybe there's a difference between the two, but I doubt it.
Kane says they're kind of like better looking
Funko
Funko Pops. And
That's
I agree.
absolutely
It's
true.
like if you want to just take it that step further and have a specific moment or a character you really like, I think.
Yeah, I agree
these are
with
great.
that. Here we have interrogation scene Joker. He does also come with a table. So I wish the Batman was more just to be standing behind him, but never mind. We also do get Joker with the table. They are more like high quality Funko Pops. They look really good. They're painted well. They're made by Hot Toys, so
Yeah,
You know.
they can't be bad.
can't be that bad. Well, they can be bad, but they, you know.
Few questions about whether you like Heath Ledger over Joaquin, or just overall favourite Joker.
Overall favourite, probably Jack Nicholson, to be honest. More sort of classic version of the Joker. Heath was great, don't get me wrong, and Joaquin was really good. Joaquin I don't really see as like the Joker, if you know what I mean. Like he was a Joker.
It's his story. And
Yeah, it's him.
Only his, yeah.
Correct.
It's not a generic Joker backstory.
Yes, I agree. So I don't really see them in direct competition at all, to be honest. Here we have a Joker with an playing card. He's just standing there. He's doing his Spider-Man whip hand for some reason. He looks pretty good. We will be again seeing him in a review. I'm pretty sure that is it for the Dark Knight stuff. We've only got a few more Cosbabies, then we're looking at the meat and potatoes. Some good stuff. We've got Harley from Arkham Knight, and we've got Joker from Arkham Knight. That was pretty good.
They're pretty cool.
Nice pair to have, I would suppose.
Very vibrant. Lots of
Yes,
colour.
poppin'.
Very
Colour is
eye-catching.
popping on these two. That's pretty cool. So they're going to be in a review together, I suppose. My little Cosbaby wall is doing a Donald Trump here. I'm building a little wall. Sorry for those who like Donald Trump. We've got 66 Batman and Robin.
They're cute.
Looking very classic. I can actually see Adam West in the Batman sculpt slash... It's not really a sculpt, it's more
It's
just
a
painted on.
face.
These look like those little cute things that they had in Japan with all the characters. Those little guys that you could get literally in every store. I don't know what they're
What are
called.
they called?
I literally have no idea.
They're all numbered, and they're very like cute, rounded little.
Little Cesar Romero Joker. Everyone forgets about him. He does have his little mustache that they painted the white makeup over. He's cute. And he is the last Cosbaby. So we'll be looking at some 1/6 scale goodness right now. Sorry about the Cosbaby detour. That's a hell of a lot of Cosbabies right there. Any questions? Can we answer some more questions before we start revealing some 1/6 scale stuff?
That was the question about the Joker. Did you get the creature from Toys Era?
No, it's not out yet.
And have you seen the Fire Toys Endgame Scarlet Witch?
I sure have, and I have it coming. I cannot wait. I'm going to get the head sculpt with the lighter hair. There is a third party that's doing it, and there's one with red eyes, I do believe. I'm probably going to get that and have her displayed with the Endgame crew. I'm actually super excited. I might get two. One for Infinity War, one for the Endgame display, because that figure's hard to find in that outfit.
Last one before we keep going. Do you know where I can get a detailed 6-inch figure for Star Wars Clone Wars characters, such as Ahsoka, Darth Maul with robot legs, or Cad Bane?
Actually, the postman is just here. That's where the Clone War stuff is. Give me 2 seconds. I am going to retrieve a delivery.
This is all Justin's been doing today. I think this is like the 4th or 5th time they've rung the doorbell because they all come from different people like DHL, Ozpost, and then Amazon uses a different carrier as well. So everyone's been delivering via different carriers, and it means Justin's up and down the elevator, which is not ideal, but they're not meant to come up to our apartment either. I'll try and answer these questions for Justin. I am obviously not the best.
It's been a bit of a pain.
Technical difficulties.
It should be back, hopefully. Steph's iPad is actually frozen now.
That's always good.
But we'll wait for it to... maybe we'll close the app and reopen it, and then we can see the comments again. We've actually got some good stuff in here. Some stuff that I actually need to do some research on because, as you'll see in just a second, I don't know everything about it. Let's talk about this right here. So this is by a company called Top. I don't know if you've heard of them. A lot of people haven't. They're a fairly new third-party company. I'll have some more Top stuff coming soon. But this right here is the Top Joaquin Phoenix Joker head sculpt. Yes, another Joker review will be coming to the channel, but I saw Alex Brooks's pictures. He's known as BG Toy Art, and he used this particular head sculpt, so I messaged Toys Wonderland, and they said, absolutely, we will find one for you, and that they did. I have to say, it looks pretty good. In his pictures, from some angles, it looked really, really good. It looks a lot better in his pictures.
I think that's what it is with Joaquin. He's such a, he has really strong features. So his face is actually quite hard to sculpt, I'd assume, based on that. And then a lot of people can get him from a specific perspective, and then not so much from dead on straight or anything like that. So I think that's kind of typical. With a lot of your Joker head sculpts, I have that same opinion.
Yes, I agree. So I'll give you a bit of a close-up. The hair is magnetic, so you can put on the mask, you can remove the hair. It's a lot longer, which I know a lot of people are going to like, Dean Knight included. The magnet has actually come loose, though.
Put your hair behind it so it'll focus.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep the hair from falling out. Hopefully that is visible. But it actually is a fairly decent likeness. The paintwork is really good. It's a little bit stronger, I think, than the Toys era ones, but I won't be doing a review on this until the darker suit by Toy Center arrives, and the body as well, because obviously I can't just review a Joker head sculpt by itself. I need to set up the entire thing, and we will see how it goes. But that head sculpt, I have to say, is not too terribly bad. At least the paintwork and the detail looks rather good. I will have to fix that bloody magnet on the back, though. That is a real pain that it's come loose. They don't use very strong glues, these third-party companies, and indeed Hot Toys themselves don't really use very strong glue. Do we have any questions on the Top Joker head sculpt? Likeness is just okay, waiting for official Hot Toys version. Not going to happen, I don't think. Apparently Joaquin didn't want any merch to be available, so he didn't sign any likeness rights at all for the movie, because he didn't want to be part of a comic book movie. He didn't want sequels, he didn't want any of that. Unfortunately for him, there looks like there's going to be a sequel, but he didn't want to be like part of that sort of comic book style thing. Yeah. So he's like, I don't want any merchandise. So I don't think that's going to happen. So pick your third party one that you like, your favorite, and go with that, because I'm pretty sure that is the best we are going to get.
Yeah, I think he didn't mean for the movie to be toyetic, so
in fact, it's not toyetic at all, I don't think. Okay, this right here is by a company called Woo Toys, and it is something that technically we have seen before, but it's a Thor Hammer. It's Mjolnir, obviously.
Oh, it's so cute.
In the rock, and it actually looks really good. But the best part about this is apparently shake the hammer and it will light up for about 20 seconds.
What?
It is lighting up. You can't tell in this room because it's very, very bright, but it does light up, and there is a little lightning effect piece just like we get from the Hot Toys Mjolnir. So I will be reviewing this, and I will potentially compare it. I'm looking for where the actual one is. It's in the display somewhere. There it is. It's over there. So I will compare it. The rock detailing looks a little bit soft, but the hammer does look better than some of the plastic Hot Toys hammers. And I do prefer them to be made out of plastic, because those metal hammers are really, really heavy, and they do weigh down the joints on some of the figures. And don't worry, all of this stuff is not accessories. There are some full figures in here, and they're pretty good ones at that. I'm quite excited.
Damien just sent in €2 from Italy. I hope you're not one of the people who are lockdown in their
Oh
houses.
yes, the
but-
lockdown. Well, Damien, first of all, huge thank you for that contribution to the channel. That's absolutely awesome. You didn't have to do that, but huge thank you. And I hope you and your family are safe in Italy, because obviously that lockdown is in effect, and I assume you can't leave the house, so hopefully y'all are doing okay.
Are you excited for 3-0 Soundwave?
I'm so excited for 3-0 Soundwave. Soundwave is awesome. I love the other 3-0 figures. They're in the background here. They're freaking awesome, so I cannot wait to get my hands on that Soundwave.
Oh yes, we will post the Ace Toys website link for you if you can't find it.
They don't have a website.
Oh, is that
They
what
have a Facebook page. So Ace Toys, you can send them a message. They're pretty responsive. They usually get back to you pretty quickly. It's a Facebook page, ACETOYZ, Ace Toys.
Cool.
Or Toys Wonderland has them, or KG Hobby has them, or TNS Figures has them. They're pretty much pretty findable.
Do you have any Gomez figures from Mezco?
I don't know anything about Gomez other than it's their own creation, and of course he's their logo. He's that like cockroach looking guy. I don't know, you probably don't know him. But no, I do not.
Okay. And when will you have the Batman vs Superman Batmobile?
Ooh. Well, I will be getting the very, very first production version. That's what Juiced from, or Yost, I think is his name, from Jazz Inc. told me. And I don't know how this whole coronavirus situation has affected the production of that Batmobile, so I'll have to message him and ask him. But it should be, I think he said before July or August for mine, and then I'll do a video on it, and then the rest should be arriving shortly thereafter, hopefully. But fairly soon, I hope. That thing is going to be huge. I literally don't know where it's going to go, but I can't wait to get it because it looks absolutely fantastic. I just want to know, what on earth is this? Let's quickly have a look at another item, shall we?
I was trying to get a peek while you were gone, and then I only got so far because everything else is packaged in black or colour.
There are some light boxes in here,
Ah.
which is a bit boring, I know, but there are some light boxes in here. Alright, let's have a look at this. This right here is, oh yes, the third-party Batman Red Sun figure. He's got a tan. He's very tan.
He's quite tan.
Interesting. Interesting indeed.
For someone from Russia, that's pretty, yeah. Pretty
So,
dark.
yes, he's very orange. He's had some fake tan going on. I might see if I can sort a different head sculpt for this Batman, but I will be doing a review on him. This is the third-party Batman Red Sun figure. A lot of people don't know that this even exists, and I didn't until very recently, but I asked, of course, Toys Wonderland, and they managed to find one for me.
Here are some movies matching Batman.
Thank you, Siri. He actually looks fairly decent. I just watched the animated movie very recently, and I absolutely loved it. So therefore I had to have this figure. And the head sculpt does look like a recast of the Sideshow head sculpt, but not painted very well. So I will have to see about getting a better head sculpt for him. But other than that, he actually looks pretty darn good. Now I think this other black box is another piece for him, and I think that's his display base. And it's, I think, quite a good one, so we may as well have a look at that. Oh, his accessories are in here too. Oh, Jesus, they're
Just
metal.
thrown in there.
So he does come with his accessories. He comes with a little hammer, and he does come with a bat, sickle, and a circular one. They are all made out of die-cast for those of you who are like, everything, make die-cast all the things. So that's good. Those are made out of metal.
Are they sharp is the more important question.
They are rather sharp. Oh, jeez Louise. Okay, we do have an enormous display base that has the Superman communist logo on it. And a rock. It actually looks rather good. It's painted, the paintwork's a little bit sloppy, but it's a third party.
It's frozen. On the worst face ever, by the way, from me.
I think it's just this. I don't think it's the...
Well, a lot of people are saying frozen.
Excellent. Sorry about that. Again, my iPad, I've got a new iPad, it just arrived today, and my phone was letting me know that the iPad is now signed up to my Apple ID. So it comes with this display base, rather large, the Superman communist logo on there. It's painted pretty sloppy, but it's a third-party company, and it's a big honkin' display base, and I really like the way it looks. It also does come with a metal chain, which is interesting. So we will be, of course, doing a full review on Red Sun Batman, because I'm really hyped for that.
Lorenzo also sent through $2. Don't know if it was already answered. Are there any hot toys in the box?
There aren't. Sorry, Lorenzo, there aren't any new hot toy. Well, the Cosbabies, I don't think they really count. We have a light box here. BM Batman something. Let's have a look.
What else is there? Do you? Oh yeah, because this was when the stream crashed. Do you know where I can get a detailed 6-inch Clone Wars Star Wars character like Ahsoka?
Unfortunately, not really, no. You can get the Sideshow Clone Wars Anakin and then get the Hot Toys head sculpt and the Hot Toys robe potentially and do something like that, but nobody's really made a Clone Wars line. So this is the DC light box. It looks exactly like this, except it lights up. It's just the DC logo. That's a better picture on the back there, so it looks like that. It's a pretty cool thing. Could go somewhere, hopefully, in the collection room. That would look really nice if I could light that up. So that's one of the light boxes. Again, I'm sorry, it's a little bit boring. There is one more 1/6 scale figure in here, and I think people are going to lose it because it looks really, really good. So I'm going to save that one for last. One more light box. No Birds of Prey merch in here, unfortunately. I was really hoping for some Birds of Prey merch. This is the Dark Knight Trilogy light box. So it looks just like that. Dark Knight logo. Pretty straightforward. Little light box. Not a bad looking piece. Whew, we're almost done with this box and then we'll do some Q&A. How about that? So this one right here is Batman Who Laughs from Dark Knight's Metal. I don't really know anything about it. I've heard stuff about Batman Who Laughs. He's Bruce Wayne that's been affected, or infected I should say, by the Joker toxin. Therefore he has turned into this creature. So I'm quite excited to see if this figure is any good. It's a third-party figure, of course. He does come with a huge diorama backdrop that, of course, is the box. That's quite sensational. I love it when companies make use of their boxing to actually do stuff for the figure itself. Oh god, it's horrifying. He needs a bit of love. A third-party figure always needs a little bit of futzing fresh out of the box. His little eye... Yeah, he's quite freaky. His eye band thing is actually down in front of his face for some reason. I will have to correct it. There we go. Yeah, he's quite scary. He's got a magnetic mouth plate. I don't know if that means he's got more than one. He does need a little bit of futzing fresh out of the box. His laces are all undone. His outfit's a bit of a mess. But the overall figure himself...
The jacket is really well done.
He looks pretty promising. He looks pretty promising. He's very horrifying. So he looks like this. He's got a very strong pleather smell, which is always interesting. He does have an...
Get down a touch, they can see his face.
Oh yes, sorry about that everyone. He does have alternate pieces. He's got batarangs, he's got knives, he's got little scythes, he's got some Joker cards it seems, or Batman Who Laughs cards. There is a bunch of stuff that's rattling around in the bottom of this box here. That's actually looking pretty darn good. So I'm quite excited to put this figure together.
People want to know where you get that from.
You get it from ToysWonderland.com. You get all of this stuff from this whole box was from ToysWonderland.com. I will have to correct these feet. Going to be a little bit of a challenge because he's wearing some very tight leather pants, but don't worry, it will be done before I do the full review. Everything will be situated as it should. It's a very, very strong pleather smell coming from this figure right here.
Do you think the new Juggernaut or the tank will fit in a D12?
Highly doubt it. He is incredibly large. I don't think he will fit in a D12, unfortunately. Who asked that question?
Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, I'm so sorry. I don't think he will, in fact, fit in an D12.
Marco asks, are there any figures that you've passed on that you now regret?
Always. Trying to think of one that is incredibly hard to do. I'm trying to think of one. Get back to me. I'll come back to you on that one. I'm just trying to plug this foot on, and it's causing me some extended grief.
Damien asks, I've been trying to get, been trying to commission a 1/6 scale Galactic Marie from Star Wars for ages, but no one wants to get into that amount of work.
Yeah, I can imagine that's going to be quite difficult to find someone to want to do that for you, sir. Well, this is proving quite difficult. I'll have to do this off camera. So for now, he's without one of his boots. But this figure is actually looking pretty darn horrifying. if I do say so myself.
Are you a big Transformers collector, or do you just get characters that you like?
I pretty much get them all, as with most of my collecting habits. So, yes, I am a pretty big Transformers collector.
There was this one point where he was just like die hard trying to get every single masterpiece
I have them all.
that was available, and that was a killer because he'd have to, like, that's harder to get, as you might know, and most of the time it was through other people, so we would be going on like 1 hour long drives in like the middle of the night to somebody's house in, you know, a really, you know, sometimes sketchy area to pick some of those up.
But we managed to get there in the end.
Yes, you now have all of them. Well done.
Thank you.
Did you watch any DC streaming shows?
Unfortunately, we don't have the DC streaming service in Australia. In DC's infinite wisdom, they did not make that available to us. So, no. We did watch the Harley Quinn animated show. Somehow. Someone managed to give us those episodes to watch. Thank you to that person. You know who you are. I don't think they'll be watching the stream, unfortunately.
No. Someone asked me what's my favourite Hot Toys figure. I always hate this question. I think most of the characters I like are actually third-party figures, usually, because I like obscure things. So, at the moment, I am quite liking your Ghostbusters, actually.
They're not third party, they're by a company called Blitzwing.
Oh, I thought they were third party, sorry. But yes, those are very good. What's your favourite DC movie?
Oh, that's a very good question. Not entirely sure. I think I'm quite partial to this new one, Birds of Prey. I quite like that movie.
I think I still always go back to Christian Bale's Dark Knight movies.
Interesting.
When I think of like how I first fell in love with DC, like I'm of the age where that was coming out when I was young, and I really enjoyed watching it.
I'll put that down now. Sorry, it's very distracting. There's a little bit of work to be done to that figure to make it ready for the review, but don't worry, I will be doing it. Let me move this huge box out of the way. Okay.
Someone asked, like, when you say sketchy areas, do you mean like the ghettos? We don't really have, you know, any areas like that. Our, what do you call those? Those public housing sort of type buildings, they're sort of spread out around Victoria, which is kind of weird, but also a good thing because then you don't have one particularly, you know, disadvantaged suburb, I guess is the way you put it. But when I say sketchy, I mean just outer suburbs that aren't as central and, you know, you think what you think of those places.
Yes, you definitely do. I quickly want to say, for all of you who pointed out that I didn't have Rocky's t-shirt on the outside of his sweatshirt, I did that now. Yes, I know, I was incorrect. The pictures that I was looking at weren't very high res, so I couldn't see that. It's been a very long time since I watched the first Rocky movie, so I have now corrected that on my caustic plastic Rocky figure.
Mutant creature I have lots of, and mostly the anime ones are really well done, but all super overpriced because it's older figures. Trying to get my hands onto a Meliodas?
Not sure.
Meliodas?
Not sure what that is.
Characters are, sorry.
Damien, sorry about that.
What do you think of DC McFarlane toys?
They're not bad. I really like them, actually. I've got the whole first wave. They're tucked behind my Mezco Ghostbusters here. They're their own thing. A lot of people don't like that. Yes, they don't really look like the source material. They're more like McFarlane's version of an animated Batman. But I'm actually really okay with that, because we've gotten an animated Batman from DC Direct, we've gotten the gotten the Mondo one. Let's see this unique version, and that's what we got, and I'm actually quite liking it. The rest of the line is pretty strong too. The Batman, people were saying that his head was a bit too small, and yeah, it probably is, but it's not too bad for a first wave. So I'm enjoying it so far.
And I just realised that that comment wasn't for us, it was in response to someone else.
Right.
That's why we were pretty confused. Do you think Hot Toys Iron Man Mark 85 Battle Damage is worth getting for the price based on pictures?
Depends which price you're going for. In Hong Kong, it's a very different price. From Toys Wonderland, it's a very different price, and from Sideshow, it's a very different price. So it depends where you are in the world and who you're ordering it from. I'm not going to talk about price at all. From a figure perspective, it's a very iconic moment. The detail looks really good. I've seen it in person. The paintwork looks great, and the figure's going to be die-cast. I'd say if you like the character and you like the movie, go for it. The price, again, it'll vary depending on where you go, so I don't really want to comment on that. But the figure itself looks really good.
I just got the 3-0 Fox Mulder. Will you be getting it?
Who is that?
We'll look it up later.
We will look it up later. I don't know who that is. I'm very sorry. If it's from... Maybe it's from X-Files. Is it an X-Files thing? Because they made some X-Files figures.
Oh, maybe.
Could be.
Are you interested in TMNT? Hoping for you to review the 3A or 3-0 Michael Bay turtle figure. I
love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I've got the NECA quarter scale turtles up there, and you'll see them in the upcoming collection tour. They've all got custom display bases, actually. I'm not really a huge fan of the Michael... They weren't bad, but I don't have any of them. So I won't be reviewing them, but they are fairly decent looking figures based off what they're based off. Ghostbusters Ecto 1/16 scale, no, I will not be picking that up. I like Ghostbusters, but I don't like it that much. It's huge, that thing is huge and super expensive, and I wouldn't have anywhere to put it, and I'm not going to buy it just for the sake of buying it, which I do sometimes for some things, and I regret doing that. I wouldn't be able to do it justice. I don't want to keep it in my kitchen, I don't want to keep it in my living room, I don't want to keep it in my bathroom. There's no room for it.
No, there isn't.
So
as much as I love that movie too, I don't
couldn't justify. I've got the Ghostbusters themselves, and that's more than enough for me. I've got them in 1/6 scale, and I've got them in 1/12 scale. That's perfectly fine for me. I don't need the car.
How did we meet Ryan and Leslie?
Ryan, we met a couple of years ago in Hong Kong. He messaged me, and he said, hey, I'm going to ACGHK. Are you going to as well? I never actually ended up getting back to Ryan, which I'm still very sorry about. We came back to Hong Kong again, and I remembered, hey, there's this kid Ryan who lives here, and I never got back to him. I messaged him, we had lunch at KFC, and then that was how we met Ryan.
History, yeah.
Then we went to a bunch of different cons together. He's come here, I've gone there, Steph's gone there. So yeah, that's how we met Ryan. How we met Leslie was through MISB, which was a initiative, I guess, we did together. We did a bunch of videos together. That's how I met Leslie. Now we're really close. Leslie came down for our wedding. Leslie's awesome, and we miss Leslie. That's how we met Leslie.
We miss them both. Which in-game Hot Toys are you looking forward to?
All of them.
Cop-out answer.
Sorry. Sorry for that.
I found a Hot Toys Terminator T800 Battle Damaged. Is it worth $360? And I'm assuming that's US.
I don't know in US. I don't know prices in US dollars. I only know prices in our own currency.
I'd say that's like $500-600.
Is it worth it to you? That's the question that I would be asking. Do you like Terminator that much? If the answer is yes, then go for it. If the answer is no, then don't. For me, that's a figure that I absolutely had to have, and I would pay that amount. Me personally.
How do you dust your collection?
With a feather duster.
Yes.
I literally open the cabinet. Sometimes I take some stuff out. If there's no dust on the actual figures themselves, no need. I just do a round. They're pretty, there's some holes along the sides for ventilation so the air doesn't get all stale and awful in there. Lets a bit of dust in, but not a lot. So you don't actually have to do that much. It's mostly on the outside of the glass that you do some dusting. On the inside, it's pretty fresh.
Where have you put your Power Rangers? You can see them up in the corner here.
Here. They are right here, and the Solid Shogoken Megazord is behind them. The Dragon Zord is currently chilling over there.
Did you ever collect Legos and specifically Bionicles? Oh, Bionicles.
Not Bionicles. Did you buy Bionicles?
My brother did,
I see.
and those pieces were everywhere because it's hard to keep Lego together when you're a kid. So, unfortunately, they were just like a pile of random parts most of the time.
I collected some Legos. I still have some in storage, actually, Batmobiles and such. But not really, full-on collecting all the Legos.
Yeah.
No.
And as a kid, you don't know about, those specific ranges, like Bionicles, because they were heavily marketing it towards us at that point. But, now they have, Duplo for kids, and they have, the mini shops and streets for sort of more girls and stuff. So, if I knew that existed, I would definitely have been into it.
Definitely.
We already answered this, but no, we don't think we'll be getting a Joaquin Phoenix because he didn't sign.
Yeah, I don't think. Apparently, he didn't sign any merchandising likeness rights or whatever, so apparently it's not going to happen, unfortunately.
Your favourite Mezco?
Favorite Mezco? Well, it's quite a tricky question, sir. I don't have all of my Mezcos here. They're actually in a tub right there. Probably Batman Beyond. He's a really good one. I like him.
Do you have anything from Big Chief Studios like Sherlock or James Bond?
I
Toy Hunter.
don't, unfortunately. I might pick up one of their James Bond figures. We'll have to see how we go. But yes, currently I don't have anything from Big Chief Studios.
Are you picking up the 3A diecast Transformers?
I have them all currently, but when Soundwave comes out, I will definitely be adding him to the collection. So yes.
Will you review the Riddler?
If you guys want to see that, I can definitely make that happen.
And I don't think you will be able to even answer this. What are those figures called? The ones that are stacked up? Can anyone tell me?
These, they're Cosbabies.
Oh.
Is that what they're asking?
Yeah, I was trying to visualize figures that stack on top of each other. I couldn't.
If that's what you're asking, those are Cosbabies, whoever asked that question.
I'm hoping they release a Hot Toys Taskmaster.
I am hoping they do as well. But let's not forget, the movie's not called Taskmaster. The movie's called Black Widow, so I'm hoping that we get White Suit Black Widow and her tactical suit as well. So I'm hoping that we get them, and Red Guardian I would love as well. And then, of course, a Taskmaster would be really nice, but it's called Black Widow. It's not called Taskmaster.
What was your favourite toy as a kid? That's a good one.
Oh. I really liked Power Rangers as a kid. So I had a couple of them. There was one Megazord in particular, and I'm pretty sure I got it from a flea market. It was missing a bunch of pieces. But it was the White Tiger Zord, and I really liked that. It could barely move. It was like a brick, basically. Didn't have any articulation, but I really liked that, and I still don't have the new one. There is a new one, so maybe I'll get that at some point. That was my favourite Megazord.
My favourite toys as a kid was anything related to animals, of course, because I couldn't really have any pets. And I loved Poochies, Furbies, any of those electronic type for real friends type pets. I just really wanted those. And Tamagotchis and Digimon. If anyone remembers those little, I think they're coming back, to be honest, because I've seen a lot of those. The little Tamagotchi style Digimon games that you could connect with your friends and battle with them. That was the bee's knees. We used to hide in the toilets because they weren't allowed at school.
Oh, very
We
risque.
used to battle each other in a cubicle. It was awful.
Look, I'm not going to lie, this figure is a little bit rough and ready, but then again it kind of suits the aesthetic. I do have a leather peeling issue though already, and that was my fault because I just pulled on his jacket and then a little piece of leather came out, so I'm hoping that I can fix that. With some paint.
The bones are good. I always say that about houses. If the bones are good, you can work with the rest.
Yes, and his jacket is quite raggedy, but again, it kind of works for the aesthetic. It's going to be a bit of work, this figure, unfortunately.
Do you collect anime, Dragon Ball Z, My Hero Academia, etc.?
I don't know anything about this Academia thing, but I do know Dragon Ball Z, and I collect the Figuarts figures from Dragon Ball Z. I have pretty much the entire line. There are a couple of San Diego exclusives that I am missing. However, I do have most of them, including the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Super figures.
Are you going to get the Mafex Dark Knight Returns?
Yes, absolutely. That figure looks sensational.
And why do you love collecting toys?
Why not? They're awesome. They remind you of your childhood, obviously, and they're really high-quality pieces. So I don't see a reason why you wouldn't. That's my cop-out answer.
When you get really excited about anything, especially you've just watched, you rewatched The Terminator and stuff in preparation for the new movie. You went on the Terminator hype train after that. It's a really great way of completing that satisfaction after you get really excited about watching something that makes you happy.
Correct. That's a really good way of putting it.
What's your favourite movie from the 80s? We weren't born in the 80s, unfortunately, but...
Oh, yes. We weren't born in the 80s. Terminator 1. I think that's the 80s.
Yeah.
I think so.
I don't know, I just know I like some certain classic movies, but I don't know when they're made, so I can't exactly.
Me
name
too.
them.
Unfortunately, I don't know the exact timeline of when that film was made, but I'm pretty sure it was the 80s. So Terminator 1 for me is one of my all-time favorites.
Ever thought about going down the quarter statue route?
Not statues, but I do have quarter scale figures. So I've got, I don't want to name them all, but T800 endoskeleton, the clean version of the T800 from Enterbay, the battle damage one, the T1000, the Robocop from Robocop 3, Hot Toys Boba Fett, Hot Toys Darth Vader, Hot Toys Mark 3, Mark 42, Mark 43, Mark 45, Batman Begins, Batman, Dark Knight Return, Dark Knight Return, Dark Knight Rises Batman, and then we've got the Joker, then we've got all the quarter scale turtles and Shredder. So that's my quarter scale collection to date. But you'll see them in an upcoming collection tour video.
A lot of people have been asking for a giveaway. Hopefully, after Justin has a chat with Philip from Toys Wonderland, we might be able to give away a couple of these Cosbabies. I don't want to make promises that I can't keep.
Yes, we'll have to ask Toys Wonderland Philip. He runs toyswonderland.com. I will ask him if we can give away some Cosbabies. Maybe he will allow us to do that. But we have done in the past a giveaway of the Mark 7, the die-cast Mark 7, and we have done a giveaway of the D23 cap previously.
So more to come. What comics have we been reading lately? We don't really read them, unfortunately. I'm so terrible. After high school and uni, I never picked up another book again.
Me neither. Really me neither. We haven't really read anything, unfortunately. Film, games, those are the mediums that we really gravitate towards.
We like instant gratification.
Correct. I don't like the slow burn of reading. So, nothing at the moment.
Terrible.
What are you reading? Let us know.
Yeah, because if you guys have recommendations, I'd love to,
You won't read them.
No, I might.
Oh.
In all this
okay.
free time I have now, I might get into
There you
something. Do you have the Netflix Punisher? Hot Toy.
Of course. I have a review on the channel, actually.
Are you looking to get Mondo Kratos or Gordon Freeman?
I know who Kratos is, but I don't know who Gordon is, so no.
Greetings from Chile, from Diego.
Hey!
Do you love Pokemon and do you collect them? I do!
I don't know anything about Pokemon, but there are some Pokemons here.
I
don't like this guy. He's the one I don't like the most.
Because he thinks he's got like a sassy face.
He does look sassy. He's like, I know everything, just... I'm the king of Pokemons.
I'm really loving the Sword and Shield game. I probably won't pick up the Mystery Dungeon game because I didn't really love the older one. And as for collecting them physically, I've just bought those plushes while we were in Japan because I knew I'd never see any Evolution plushes like the Glaceon or the Umbreon or anything like that anywhere else. So that's the only reason I started buying them, but yeah.
I'll start answering some questions. Are you hoping for a Snyder cut of Justice League? Maybe one day. See, a lot of people have been saying that's coming. Ned! He has the quarter scale movie titles. I sure do, Ned! Okay, let me see if I can find a question that we haven't answered ever before. Have you watched Punisher? Yes, we have watched Punisher. Is it day or night time there?
Shall I reveal it?
We can't really because there's stuff on the window. It's daytime. It's daytime here.
It's 3 in the afternoon.
Can you retro review the Nightmare Batman figure? I might. The issue is the box is in storage and it's quite hard to find. Best movie, Star Wars. Which was your favourite? My favourite is Empire Strikes Back. Steph's favourite is...
Rogue One.
Oh. Mud Omar says, hi, my friends. Hello there, sir. Are you going to pick up the NECA Back to the Future figures? Maybe. Maybe. Saw your video and your car is self-driving. Have you done a video about that? It was scary to me, LOL, says Micah Bravo. We've kind of showed it, doing it in a couple of videos. It's not fully self-driving. It just sort of keeps the lane, changes lanes for you, turns corners, but it doesn't stop at traffic lights and it doesn't do roundabouts. Yet.
But it was just as scary for me when we first started. I don't know how Justin had so much confidence in technology, like, straight away. Obviously, I'm fine with it now because, like, we're used to it. But at the very start, like, the idea is that you're meant to not have to focus as hard on the road. And instead, I just was staring at the road, like, way harder than ever before for the car and for Justin because I just didn't feel like it was safe enough, but it is.
It's fine. It's fine. It's really good. Mutant Creature says, do you sell those Justin's Collection shirts? Well, sir, I'm glad you asked. We have an entire merch line. People were saying that it shouldn't just be my logo on the merch. We are working, or we are going to start working on a different merch line that is going to have some unique designs. Hopefully it's going to look really good. Steph has offered to do the designs for those.
Yep.
So we'll see. I suggest reading the Witcher books. They are so great. We've been told that a couple of times, actually.
Apparently, the translation from, I want to say it's originally a Polish,
Oh,
or some sort of like Slavic language. So there's some things that don't translate as well, but in general, as a book, I heard it was quite good.
interesting. Okay. I think someone's leaving. Seth Lee, if it's 11 p.m., good night to you, sir. How do you keep Iron Man secure in the Hulkbuster like that? Because he's bursting out. It's kind of, he's just balancing himself. He's grabbing onto certain parts, and his legs are balanced. It's just very precariously balanced. Don't, blow on him or he will fall over. I've ordered an M-Toys Joaquin Phoenix Joker from Toys Wonderland. Should I be worried about any issues? How do you mean? The coronavirus issue is currently slowing down shipments, so that could potentially slow you down in terms of receiving your figures, so that could be something to worry about. But aside from that, you should be fairly fine. What do you think of the latest Star Wars movie? I really liked it.
Yeah, I think they, given all the range of feedback that they've received, they've done their best to try and please everyone, which is so hard. And then at the end of the day, you still can't do that. But they did their best to round out everything and close off entire audience.
Fair enough. Pedro Lopez says Brazil a bunch of times. Yes, sir, Brazil. What do you think? Oh no, I've already read that one. What was your first Hot Toys figure? It was a plastic Iron Man Mark III. Do you have video game action figures? Yes. There's a Spyro down here, actually, from Leslie, who bought that for me at Supernova in Melbourne. Then we've got an Uncharted Nathan Drake, Witcher, and then 2 Assassin's Creed figures in there as well. One's from the movie, one's from the game. So we've got a few. I'm still seeing the stream and I love it, says Seth Lee. Well, thanks for joining us, Seth. What do we have here? No more like any damages to the box as I live in Australia. They're usually packed pretty well. Sometimes if the postie is really rough with it, you can get a knock here and there, but it's coming from the other side of the world, so you've got to cut them some slack. But yeah, usually it's boxed pretty well. Okay. Marco Polo Sanchez says, hi, I'm from the Philippines. Fan of your channel, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. Favorite superhero figure? Mine is still that Justice League Batman. What was the last PS4 game that you played? I don't really play the PS4. I more prefer the Xbox. But the last game I played was Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, actually. Steph's last game that she played was Animal Crossing like an hour ago. Do you have some NECA figure? Yes, I have the quarter-scale NECA Turtles. They are on top of the display case, and you'll see them in the collection tour. Favorite Avenger? Mine is Iron Man.
Oh, I hate getting asked favorite things. Where are your figures, just so I can refer to them? Let's say Captain Marvel for now.
Captain Marvel, is she an Avenger?
Sort of.
Fair enough. We'll leave it at that. Do you have any friend YouTubers? Yeah, we've got quite a few friend YouTubers. Budget Stark, he is an OG. We are quite good friends with him. We've seen him a couple of times. Dean Knight, obviously, as well.
Yep, he's awesome.
He is awesome. They're both awesome.
His dog's adorable.
His dog,
She's very
Ruby,
sweet.
is lovely. Ryan, obviously. Leslie, obviously. Peter, from Posing with Peter. Stay tuned for some posing stuff, potentially coming very soon. Hopefully, we'll see how we go. Yeah, I'm sure there are more that I'm just blanking. But yes, we are friends with a few YouTubers. I'm from Canada, and the shipping from Toys Wonderland was great. Oh, excellent. Thanks, Eric, for answering the other gentleman's question. Any character that you wish was in figure form? Not really. They've kind of done everyone in one form or another that I would ever want, really. Maybe some Power Rangers from the other series, like in space, that'd be nice.
I think I'm on the same boat. If they were to do like a character I specifically like, it would be so obscure and it's not going to happen.
Oh, this is a good one. What's a traditional Australian meal? Please don't say shrimp on the barbie.
Shrimp on the barbie. No. We don't have many Australian, like,
Probably like a meat
native
pie.
meals. Yeah, like, we eat
Maybe.
a lot of meat pies as snacks from the,
No.
we call it a servo.
Nobody does that.
But it's a petrol station.
Nobody does that. Nobody does that. Truckers do that, who are like driving long distance. Normal people don't go to the service station, the petrol station, and eat a pie. You're gonna get gastro.
But yeah, most of the time we just enjoy eating foods from other cultures. So we love pasta, Italian, Japanese, steak. Love our steak. Chinese. And they're all sort of like, you know, Australianized or westernized versions of those foods as well, very often. We like fusion foods.
Oh, I don't.
Well,
I
I'm
really
saying
don't.
like as Australians, they like turning like Japanese foods into like some weird fusion thing, and I don't like that.
I'm not a fan of that. I like the food how it was meant to be. Have you seen Westworld? We started watching Westworld. It started off very strong. I started to really lose interest when it got weird and
they were coming outside.
yeah, a
of the
bit campy,
simulation.
and I didn't really like it. It got a bit lame, if you ask me. A lot of people do like it, and all the power to you. But for me, I didn't really connect.
Yeah, we watched like a few episodes of season 2, and then that's been.
That's about it, really.
Yeah.
Can you please show the Jim Carrey Riddler figure? He is right there. You can see him in the stream. You will see him a lot closer in the collection tour, which I promise is still coming. Autobots or Decepticons? Both. Do you have any thoughts on the Medicom Real Action Heroes line? Their BOTW Link and Daft Punk figures. Breath of the Wild, is that? I think that's a Zelda thing. Look amazing in my opinion. Yeah, some of them are really good. I don't have any aside from this Power Ranger friend here from Samurai. I don't really have any Medicom stuff aside from him. I've been thinking about getting the Red Sun Superman and putting a better body on him and pairing him up with that Batman, so we'll have to wait and see if I do that.
He also didn't know who Daft Punk were until I pointed out. I forced him to rewatch Tron, the most recent one, and then Daft Punk was playing in the background in like a club scene, and he knows their music, but then I had to be like, look, these guys with the helmets, that's Daft Punk.
I had no idea. What's your favourite Spider-Man from Hot Toys? My favourite would probably be still the advanced suit from the game. He looks excellent. Do you like Marmite? No, we like Vegemite here.
I reckon I'd like it if I tried it.
Really?
Isn't it just salty like Vegemite?
I don't think so. I think it's different. I think it's got a tang to it, maybe.
I like tangy stuff.
Oh, I don't think I would.
Someone
like it.
send us a jar of Marmite, please.
Any plans for cons in the future? We'll suggest some cons in Canada. We usually go to San Diego. We went to New York last year. We were just at, I don't know if this counts, but we were just at the Hot Toys DC exhibition in Tokyo. We did Supernova this year. I don't know what cons will be going ahead though because of this current virus situation.
I know, it's so sad.
Yeah, so maybe not San Diego this year if it gets shut down. We'll have to wait and see. Rebel or Sith, bounty hunters are my jam. Mandalorian and such. So neither. Darth Vader is dope though. If Hot Toys wasn't around, what would you start collecting? I'll probably still buy the stuff that I'm buying. Figure Arts, Dragon Ball stuff, Transformers, Mezcos, life-size prop replica stuff. So I've still got a fair few things that I like to collect aside from Hot Toys, to be honest. And Steph would be buying her Pokemons, I'm sure. Any news if there'll be a Resident Evil 3 remake collectibles? I don't know much about Resident Evil 3. Unfortunately.
No, and I don't.
It's
know.
a zombie game.
I don't know if there's enough there for.
Which place in Japan did you enjoy the most from your recent visit? All of the places. For me, personally, I like Japan. Except for, what was that place I didn't like?
You didn't like Ikebukuro?
That one. I didn't like that place.
It's fine.
Did you get demonetized before? No, I haven't, Seth. I tend not to swear and I tend not to show any 1/6 scale naked bodies. So we're luckily okay. Hot Toys should make a Rev 9 from Dark Fate, or should they? Apparently, Ned, they were thinking about it. I don't know if they're still going to or not, but apparently they were thinking about it. Is there a question... here is the question about Captain 1/6. Which Captain America do you like best? D23.
That was easy.
Captain America is me favourite. Okay, what do we have here? Help me out. What would be better to get, Batman Beyond Arkham Knight version or Miles Morales? I really don't like these type of questions.
Stop
because
making us compare things.
if they're too That's like saying, what do you like best, like, rice or steak? They're too different. They're too far apart. You can't ask me if I like Spider-Man or Batman Beyond. They're too different. If it was two Batman figures, then I could very easily say, okay, that's a better Batman figure. But because they're two very different types of figures, here, one's from a movie, one's from a game, one's Spider-Man, one's Batman, I can't answer that question for you. Only you know if you like Batman better than Spider-Man, and there you will find your answer, sir. But I can't answer that for you. I don't like when people ask me pick between the Green Power Ranger and Iron Man Mark 50. Like, I couldn't even, I don't even know where to begin. I could tell you my favourite, that's not going to help you. Sorry with that.
We're just lucky to be able to have it all, have both.
Yes. Which one are you most excited for? I'm actually most excited for both, sorry. They are both looking absolutely fantastic. Maybe it's leaning a little bit more towards Miles, but for me personally, I will be super excited to get both. What are your future goals for your channel? Are you looking to branch out into other genres? Yes! Cosplay.
Eventually.
Oh.
At the moment, there's very little I can do. I just bought at that DC All Stars event in Tokyo the jacket from Birds of Prey with the caution tape and all the frilly bits, and I'm really excited to put all those pieces together just by myself where I can. But given I don't know when the next con is, it's just been sort of me trying to occupy myself. So I've got paints now, and I'm waiting for a pair of denim shorts to arrive so I can try and paint my own shorts from that same outfit for Harley. But yeah, I'd like to do a video on that if anyone's interested.
Yes, there can be a series if you would like to see that. I obviously have my life-size Batman suit that I wore at Supernova. There is a picture on my community tab, so go and check that out, of the Justin League, someone called it, which I thought was absolutely hilarious. Actually, yeah, I like it. So there will be a video hopefully on Supernova. There's already one on Leslie's channel, Marvel Les, so definitely go and check out that video. It's a quick plug for Marvel Les. I will be putting together, this is a first announcement, a Mandalorian 1-to-1 scale costume, which will double as a figure/statue. I don't know where it's going to stand, but it will be in here somewhere, maybe in this corner. But I will be doing a series on my Mandalorian cosplay build. This is a first announcement. I'm really excited to do that. What else do we have here? Marvelous Toy, do you remember me? I absolutely remember you. Welcome back to the stream, sir.
Do you like rice or steak better? I'm just...
Oh my Jesus. Oh my Jesus.
Have you ever customized your things? You do a lot of that. You don't talk about it much.
Some customizings? Yeah, actually, every now and then I do tend to do dabble in the old customizings. Yes, I have recently done a Sideshow Episode 1 Obi-Wan, and you will see that in the collection tour that I keep saying is coming, and it is coming. I promise.
But even then, like, sometimes you buy something and then the plastic colour is just too vibrant or too fake, and you go and take one of your paints and you redo it to just give it that. Not necessarily figures, but like other toys, like your Zords and stuff.
Oh, well, like my model kits. I will be re-spraying. I've got an airbrush. I will be re-spraying the silver on my Super Mini Pla Dragon Zord, because he's looking very plasticky, very dull, and that is not the look that we are going for here. We're going for high end.
Do you have an end game plan in collecting? Like, do you have a year you're going to stop, or a size where you are trying to achieve?
When people are sick of my videos and sick of me, which some people already are, then I will stop. But for me personally, when it comes to stop collecting, that was to stop making videos, but when it comes to stop collecting, I don't know, to be honest, when I have everything that I could want, which technically is now. But I'm not going to stop because there are so many things that are still coming out. New properties like Mandalorian. If you told me last year, oh, there's going to be this Mandalorian, I'd be like, oh yeah, whatever, I've got Boba Fett, I love Boba Fett. But then I watch the show. There's always new stuff coming out, and that keeps the collecting spirit alive. Yeah, exactly.
Any idea when we'll be getting a Kingpin from Spider-Verse?
Ooh. Yes, JB Hand, a third-party sort of customizer dude, is going to be making one. Keep an eye out on his Instagram for more info on that. He's already revealed the head sculpt, and it looks pretty good.
He's so big.
He is so big. He's enormous.
Are you hoping Dr. Doom is the lead villain in Black Panther 2?
That would be really good. I would really enjoy that. So hopefully they do that.
What do you think of the Far From Home Spidey?
Which one?
Okay.
Do we have a specific?
No, it just says, what do you think of the Spider-Man?
If you're talking about the upgraded suit, I've seen it in person. It It looked really good. Looked better, in my opinion, than the regular version, which I have 2 of, standing in the collection. It looked better than those, so it's looks like a good evolution.
Favorite third-party Joker?
Toy Zero, for now.
Yep.
For now.
Oh, it's another comparison.
Oh no.
Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman versus Captain America, Thor, Iron Man.
The Holy Trinity, for me, Batman, I'm going to say BVS. Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, for me, personally, but I know people will lean towards the Marvel one now, but for me personally, I just like those characters better as a trinity.
Do you like the Rocketeer? Can't afford the 1/6 but just got the diamond one and he's great.
I've never watched the Rocketeer, but I know of him. He's a dude in a brown leather jacket with a gold helmet.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's like aviator style dude.
What do you think of the Avengers game? Pretty excited about it.
I'm excited about it. I was wanting to play it when we were at all these conventions, but I was with other people
Who have no patience.
who really didn't want to wait, so I never got to play it, unfortunately, but I'm quite excited to finally play it in September when it comes out. I'm pretty sure it's September.
Favorite version out of the live action Jokers? As in, like, the actors?
Oh, like the actors. Jack Nicholson. I think I already said that a little bit earlier.
Welcome M. Chen for your first live stream.
Oh, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Will you buy the Life-Size Mark 85? I'm not buying it, but I will hopefully be reviewing it. There's a collector, a local collector, who is buying it. He's crazy obsessed with Iron Man, especially Hot Toys stuff. So he's buying it,
When
and
you
then...
say life size, you mean like 1-to-1?
Yeah.
Like...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I don't want that in my house.
No, we're not going to keep it, but I will be... I don't know if we're going to go there and review it, or it's going to come here first, then go to him. I don't know how it's going to get transported. I'll probably go to his place. He's a really nice guy. I bought a figure off him previously, the Road-Worn Thor. So hopefully that will work out, and I can review that.
Will your Mandalorian suit be the first or second episode one, or like the Beskar?
That is a very good question. I haven't decided yet. I'm talking to the person that I'm in league with to create the cosplay. We're going on this journey together. The helmet is already made, not for me, but the master mold that he's taking casts of to obviously commission more for other people. It looks freaking phenomenal. I have 2 choices to go with this sort of darker gunmetal look or more of a bright silver look. I'm going to go with the darker sort of look, but I don't know in terms of the OG brown armor versus the Beskar. I'm leaning towards the brown armor. I don't know, I like it better. It looks more ragtag, more bounty hunter. I just connect more with that, so I'm probably going to go with that. But then again, what's to stop me from having swap out chest plates, swap out shoulder pads, and swap out leg things? They're Velcro.
Okay, no lost those.
Exactly.
Does anyone have Odell Paso?
I think that's just us.
Okay, we have this awful taco set, like, in a pack brand that always plays these awful ads, and the kids just like, ¿Por qué no los dos? When there's like...
Why not have both?
Yeah, like hard or soft tacos and
I
stupid
don't know why
stuff.
that was explained. But yes, maybe I'll do that. They can Velcro on, or they can clip on, or however we're going to do the attachment. That's not even worked out yet. But it shouldn't actually take long to put together, to be honest with you. Once the armor is made, all we need is a flight suit, the boots, and the belts and cape. That's pretty much it.
Yep.
The weaponry... It's Australia. We're very strict on weaponry, especially when it comes to conventions. We're probably going to 3D print just the handgun. I don't fancy walking around with the huge
Unless
rifle
you can
on my
attach
back.
it.
Yeah, but
Like,
still.
You'll be knocking people like on your way around.
TBD on the big rifle. But the outfit, the entire cosplay, I don't think will take as long as you might think to come together once I have the flight suit and all the, like the undervest thing.
Do you mean that the Sideshow Mythos Obi-Wan is coming?
Oh! No, not the Sideshow Mythos Obi-Wan. I have an episode 1 Obi-Wan from Phantom Menace that I've done a new body, and I've steamed all the robes so they look a lot better now, and the outer cloak is from my Anakin figure, and that will be shown off in the collection tour that I promise is still coming.
Good night, Mike from Houston.
Good night, Mike!
Have you ever bought a hot toy for less than 100 at the pop culture sale?
Yes,
The
we
warehouse
have.
sale.
We bought stuff there, but also I got the Hot Toys Electro for $75.
Oh, well
Yeah,
done.
nobody likes him.
Where are those Transformer figures? Is it Hot Toys?
These are from a company called 30. They're a Hong Kong-based company, and they make some dope toys.
Do you have any insider info on whether they'll be releasing a Matrix, Trinity, and Morpheus?
I don't think they will be, but a company called Toys Works, which is actually Toys Era, I believe, will be doing the Trinity. They've already done the Morpheus. He is standing behind Neo there. Can someone record me saying, you'll see more, you'll see it in the upcoming collection tour.
It's coming.
You'll see it, don't worry.
Would you like to see a Back to the Future reboot with Tom Holland? No.
No.
I don't want to see them reboot that movie.
Just leave it.
At all.
Just leave it as is. You and Cosplay Chris should get together and do a cosplay. That would be awesome. Cosplay Chris, or Chris I should say, yeah, he lives in New South Wales, in Sydney. We live in Melbourne. It's not too far away. I've chatted with him a few times previously. He seems like a really nice guy. So I don't know, maybe one day.
I'd like to go to Sydney to, one, see Leslie, but also, like, go to their Supernova and
their Supernova is apparently very big.
Yeah, so that would be fun.
That would be fun. Maybe we'll do that. I don't think I'll be able to bring me Mandalorian cosplay on the plane. I could wear it on the plane, if they'll allow me
They'll
on.
probably forcibly remove you.
When flights are actually turned back on, because right now you can't go anywhere.
Yes. Is the one that's doing the Mandalorian suit with you the one that did the Batman suit with you?
That's Ben from Benable Effects. He helped me create this awesome Batman suit. He did the cowl, he did the gauntlets and the belt. He has offered to help me with the Mandalorian, but no, it is actually a different maker. He lives in Victoria. Ben actually lives, I think, in Sydney as well. So he's a little bit further away, but the gentleman that I have been chatting to, he lives in Melbourne. I'm not going to reveal his name just yet, but we will. So that means I'll be able to make local trips to him, and we'll be able to do the video series together. It's going to be a little bit easier than going to Sydney, but if I do need help, Ben has offered his assistance as well.
What do we do for a living other than collecting? You work for a telecommunications
I work
company.
for a telecommunications company. Steph currently is self-employed.
Yes.
Which means she's doing her own thing.
Yes. I chose to leave my job right before we got married, thinking I would just come back and start off from scratch. I don't know whether it's good or bad timing, because now we're being forced to isolate for 2 weeks upon our return. So, like, my old company's probably loving it, because they've found someone else to replace me, I assume, and it's, they didn't have to wait this long for me to come back.
That's the situation. Hey guys, do you think that we'll do any figures from Batman and Robin? Doubt they will ever do Mr. Freeze, but that would be incredible. I hope they do. They've shown that, they've shown that Val Kilmer Batman, and they've shown the Chris O'Donnell Robin. I hope they do more figures from that, the Joel Schumacher movies. They got a little bit weird towards the end, but I still like them. They have their place, I think.
Wouldn't it be cool if they made Sonic the Hedgehog as a hot toy?
That would be cool. Steph never watched the movie, but I did, and I really liked it. That would be exceptionally cool.
Favorite out of these three Iron Men? Mark 42, Mark 3, Mark 46.
Mark 3 is my favorite.
Do you think they'll do any figures from the Batman and Robin movie? Doubt they would ever make it.
I just answered that one.
Oh shit, sorry.
It's okay.
Favorite Arkham game? You can include Origins if you want.
Arkham Knight is my favorite because I love the Batmobile. I don't like the tank stuff so much, but the overall game itself was really good. I enjoyed it.
Do you have any info on the head sculpt for the Mysterio figures?
I don't, unfortunately. I don't get much secret info. I get some out of Hong Kong, but not a lot. Hot Toys is a very secretive company, unfortunately.
Do you know Archie Luxury?
I don't. Do you?
No, is that
I'm not sure
like
what
someone
that is.
who makes customs or
Maybe.
cosplays?
Maybe.
Option about opinion
Oh, yes.
about Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice.
I enjoyed the extended version more than the theatrical version. I don't like that Batman kills. I know, it's a different Batman, he's angry or whatever. But like that's his one thing, you don't kill people. That's why I didn't really connect with it as much. I still like Ben Affleck as Batman, but I didn't like that part of it. I like Justice League more because of that. More hopeful version of Batman. But the movie itself was pretty good.
Can we see the life-size Nano Gauntlet again, please?
Oh, yes, alright, I will get it down.
And good night, Wesley. I'm sorry that it's midnight wherever you are. It's really hard to find a time that is perfect for everyone to watch. It's not physically possible.
Here it is, whoever was asking for the life-size Nano Gauntlet. It's okay. It's not amazing. It's a life-size gauntlet, but the things don't move, unfortunately. It's pretty lightweight.
It's very
plasticky. You can hear it sort of creaking, I'm sure. The gems don't look amazing, and the LEDs are very sort of singular in nature. They're not diffused, which means you can see the individual LEDs in the gems. I wish these were glass, and I wish the fingers could move. Some die cast would have been nice, and that sort of black texture that Hot Toys puts on the paintwork would have been also really good. to sell the realism of this piece. Of course, being able to wear it would have been nice as well. Unfortunately, none of that happened. It's just a straight up plastic hand with some lights in it. This is pretty much as basic as it can get. So that is the Gauntlet.
Do we keep the boxes or do we throw them away? We do keep them, but not at the property. It's at a storage unit that we hire. So every week or so, obviously we can't right now, Justin hops in the car with a bunch of boxes, drives all the way down and throws them in there and locks them up so we don't have to see how messy and massive the collection of boxes has gotten.
Yes, the box collection is always growing, as you can imagine. But yes, we like to keep all the boxes, just because I think the box is kind of part of it. Part of the figure, if you will. We have a guest coming in. Cat.
Come here.
She's thinking about it.
She's just
We may have a special guest, we may not. Come on.
Do you pick up any figures that are not based on pop culture?
Come on. Yes. No. Well, you have... Oh, no, she's pop culture, that lady.
Who is?
The breakfast lady.
I mean, is not everything pop culture?
Yeah.
Oh, hello, darling.
Here we have an guest.
You can't... Can you see her? I'm waiting for the stream to catch up. Bye.
Bye. She did not want to be part of the stream.
You saw her ear. That's as far as it goes.
You saw her run.
Yeah, I like... Basically, anything can be pop culture as long as, you know, it's something
I'm trying to think, but every...
become a fan of.
Yeah, not really, I guess, then.
Yeah.
Everything.
Why do you think Electro's bad?
I don't think he's that bad. The figure is actually pretty decent. People just didn't like the movie. I never said I didn't like the movie. I enjoyed it, and I liked Jamie Foxx's portrayal of Electro. A lot of people, again, didn't. But then again, I'm accused of liking everything. So, take that as you will.
And Amateur Toy Hunter says, we should look up Archie Luxury. He is a fellow countryman.
Oh, okay. We will.
Are you interested in any of the Alien or Xenomorph figures?
No, I haven't seen... The only Alien movie that I've seen is... what was that? Prometheus. I've seen Prometheus, and I didn't really like it. It was alright.
Alien vs. Predator?
I haven't seen that.
Oh. But he said he's worried about the rubber bodies as well. That's
Yeah, rubber bodies are fairly scary to deal with, but I haven't really had any bad experiences. Come on!
I think she wants her meal. She's just being demanding. Do you think they'll make a Marty and Doc from Back to the Future 3? I don't see...
Well, they didn't even make a Doc from Back to the Future 1. We only got Back to the Future 2
Are
Doc.
you saying you want to see them in their Western...
The cowboy outfits?
Outfits.
Yeah, I think that's what someone's asking. I don't think so.
Not
I think
many
they're done with
people-
Back to the Future.
Not many people rate that movie out of the 3 anyway.
Some people do.
Unfortunately.
Some people do. Our friend Etienne from overseas likes that one the most.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay. The last Funko Pop and the last Hot Toys we purchased. I can answer the Funko
The
Pop.
Funko Pops, can you see them? They're right here. These are the last ones we bought. Can they be seen in the stream? Yes, sort of.
Yeah.
We've got Harley Quinn from Birds of Prey, Altered Carbon, The Guy, Pusheen with the Cupcake, and IG-11.
There's also more Birds of Prey Harley there too.
And the last Hot Toys figure that I got is the Prestige Arkham Knight Batman. Can you see him on the stream? You can just barely see his logo. He's right smack bang in the middle of all of the Arkham Knight figures. He's right there. So yes, that is the last Hot Toy that we got, because that's the last Hot Toy that actually came out.
Leonardo says cat collection. Yes.
Yes, she's currently feisty as hell because she's hungry.
Do you have the Tobey Maguire Spidey?
Yes, I do. I have the black suit version and the red and blue, the really quite awful and old and outdated version now, but still it's good to have that in the collection.
Do you think they'll make the Mark 85 Gauntlet from the end of Endgame?
Maybe. I think if they were going to, they would have announced it by now.
And what do your parents think about your collection?
They don't really get it. Dad has sort of come around. He saw the YouTube channel. He's like, "Oh, you didn't tell me that people actually like watch the videos."
He thought you were just like doing it as like a hobby.
He like didn't even, because I always said like, "Oh yeah, I'm making the YouTube videos." Like, "Oh yeah, whatever." And then he's like, "Hey, you've got like 12 million views." I'm like, "Yes."
He's like, "Oh, you have like fans. You have people watching."
Yeah, and
you.
I'm like, "Yeah, people like." I guess enjoy the videos, and he's like, "Oh, okay." And now when he comes in, he's like, "Oh, look at this Thor. He's really cool." I'm like, "Yeah, it wasn't cool before, but it's cool now." If he watches this live stream, I'm sorry, Dad.
Yeah. Do you sell any of your figures?
Not really. Yeah, no, not really. The last thing I sold, I can't even remember. Very, very long time ago. But yeah, I don't really sell anything. No, I'm not that kind of I don't buy, review, and then on sell. Cat has again joined us, is staring at us from the doorway.
She's just giving us greasies. Hey guys, long time fan, first time catching a stream. Welcome, Ryan.
Welcome.
Are those the Cosbaby Batmans behind you?
They sure are.
I don't know if they're the complete set though. He asked if it's a complete set.
I don't think they're the complete set, but there's a fair few here. Scroll back a little bit earlier in the stream after this is done, if you like, and you can see I showed each one individually to the camera up close.
First of all, Prometheus is good. Why the hate to Alien Covenant is a sequel to Prometheus, I think.
The
Don't
cat
claw
is
the carpet,
clawing
miss.
the carpet. Excuse
Oi.
me. Please don't.
He just threw us something. Good night from to Kane.
Kane, good night,
There's
sir.
been a few Kanes in the group. Like, you've got a lot of fans named with first name Kane.
Excellent.
Would love to see a Hot Toys BTTF. Oh, Back to the Future Biff. Yes, actually.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Can we get a collection tour of Kid Collections collection in the near future?
Well, we're locked here, away in quarantine. But yes, sure, I guess that's a possibility.
And then someone asked to clarify Biff young or old? Young.
Yes, young.
Yeah, like teenage.
No, old Biff.
Bully Biff. Did you ever get the Sergeant Rock? Is that what it is? SGT Rock?
Maybe?
I don't know. Besides toy/cosplay, what other hobbies do we have? Gaming, shopping,
Film. We really like going to
Yeah.
movies. And it's not just comic book movies as well, like film in general.
And I'm always trying to find things to do outside of home. Obviously, we can't right now, but you know,
obviously not now.
I'm always looking for like new exhibitions or activities that are coming to Melbourne, so that we can go and participate.
Correct.
Yeah. I know you don't have the Dx12, but I'm hoping the quarter-size Batman suit is the same material.
It
Does
is.
Deteriorate?
It shouldn't deteriorate. It's a lot bigger, which means that the material I think is going to be a little bit sturdier because there's a lot more surface area. It's the same type of material. I think it's going to be totally fine.
Favorite TV show?
Oh. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Mandalorian. Obviously.
What about from your childhood? Throw one out
Oh,
from your childhood.
Power Rangers.
Okay. Well, why is it so hard to answer these questions for me? I'll come back to you.
Oh gosh.
What about favorite Transformers movie or TV show?
Favorite Transformers TV show is Beast Wars. Favorite Transformers movie is Bumblebee. I love that movie.
That was good.
Yeah.
I don't hate the very first Michael Bay Transformers.
It's alright, but compared to Bumblebee, it's like, puts it to shame,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
But
In my opinion.
that for him to come up with that version by himself.
Apparently he
like-
really didn't like Transformers. Like the original designs. And he's like, nah, this is stupid, it'll never work. So he
Oh,
just did
okay.
his own thing. And then obviously Travis Knight, who did Bumblebee, was like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm gonna do it, don't worry.
But I think that's what made it more like cool for
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
it was
generation.
edgier, I guess.
Yeah, they
Or
were
like you like to say.
you know, they're aliens and they do like very mechanical style.
Like he said that Optimus Prime had to have the mouth, otherwise people would like not believe that he was talking or whatever. Obviously not true. Anyway, we'll let that go.
Which of your videos is the most popular?
Well, I can actually tell you at this very second which one is the most popular. Give me 2 seconds. It currently is the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, the M-Toys figure unboxing and review, clocking in at 659,000 views. First of all, thank you to everyone that has watched that video. That currently is the most popular, followed by D23 Cat, the unboxing.
Would you be okay if someone made a custom hot toy of you?
I would love to see your custom 1/6 scale Justin YouTuber figure.
Oh, Beck's watching.
Oh!
Sorry for bagging out your partner.
Hello, Beck. Get Dad to come on. Oh, Dad will be at work probably. What day is it today?
Oh, he'd be working, yeah.
Is it? What day is it? It's like
It's
Thursday.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hopefully Dad can watch back later. But anyway, hello, Beck. Thanks for watching.
Do you think they'll do any more Hugh Jackman Wolverines?
I doubt it. I don't think so.
Yeah.
There third-party companies are making a lot of Wolverine figures. There's like one from the Solo movie that has him like shirtless but with the sword. I think it's called Wolfman or something like that. So I might be reviewing that. Maybe. We'll see.
If you could get... Oh, this is another one of those, like, if you could make any characters into a hot toy.
Oh, I really don't like this question because
Yeah.
they've kind of done everyone. I wouldn't mind a Michelle Pfeiffer Catwoman, Danny DeVito Penguin. Those would be two that I'd be really hyped to get. So those two.
Are you planning on getting Power Ranger Soul of Joaquin Titanus?
Oh, maybe. I don't really like Titan. He's not really he's like a platform that like just the other robots just like stand on. So I don't know. I've never had that like real love for him as much as the other two. But I have the other two, so then maybe.
Have you ever seen Six Underground by Michael Bay?
We
did, and we turned
no,
it
we didn't
off.
watch it all. We watched like half an hour of it, and we're like,
no.
"What is this
Can't
movie?"
do it anymore.
Yeah, I
Turned
couldn't.
it off.
I couldn't get around it. I'm sorry for those of you who like it. I couldn't get around that movie. We didn't watch it.
It was so painful.
It was very painful.
Like Ryan Reynolds should be, you know,
Ashamed.
Yeah, he'd been going on such a good run after.
Detective Pikachu. Ever going to get into statues? No, I really don't think so. Statues are cool, but not for me. Okay, what have we got here? My nickname is Andrew. Okay, Andrew, where can I buy Iron Man? You can buy Iron Man from toyswonderland.com.
Do you know when Qui-Gon Jinn from Hot Toys is going to be released?
I don't know when anything is going to be released, unfortunately, but I hope he's going to be released soon. The factories are coming back online in China, which means that you should hopefully be seeing some Hot Toys in the next couple of weeks. Fingers crossed, if they don't re-close or whatever. So apparently there's a new virus in China now or something. We'll see.
Ryan asks, he didn't ask, he said, the first two Transformers are okay, but Bumblebee kills them all just for the Cybertron scenes alone.
Totally agree. Revenge of the Fallen, though, I didn't really like that much.
I was going to send some of the Halloween dolls, but it was so expensive from USA to Australia. Do you have to pay a lot of shipping to get the Hot Toys?
Not really. It depends. I'm going to be straight up here. Obviously, with the amount of stuff that I buy and the amount of stuff that I review, I get a discount. And the discount extends mostly to the shipping. So I get international shipping for free. I'm going to be at the spirit of being honest. I did that package that I had delivered today. We had it with DHL. It took a couple of days. I didn't have to pay for it. But I did have to pay for the items inside, yes. But that's just because I'm promoting the supplier. I still can say whatever I want in the actual reviews themselves. If it's a bad product, I'm going to tell you. A lot of people don't think that I will, but I promise I will. But yeah, I don't have to pay for shipping, so I can't really comment. When people are asking me, oh, shipping is this, shipping is that, I really can't comment because I don't have to pay for shipping.
Never noticed any Star Trek things related, Star Trek related things in your collection. Are not much of a fan then? Not really.
Not really. The new movies with Chris Pine I really did like, especially the Star Trek Beyond, I think was the last one. I really enjoyed that movie. If I was going to get figures from Star Trek, I would get those. Not really the original series, unfortunately.
Ever going to get into statues?
No.
Did they ever do a 1/6 Logan figure?
So Toys did. I don't know if you can see him. You probably can't. There's two, actually, plus the X-24 clone. They're all in here. You'll see them in the collection tour.
If you ever came back to the MCU, possibly, but the Days of Future Past one is the best one at the moment. Not sure where that's...
Yes, I agree with that. Days of Future Past is the best Wolverine made by Hot Toys.
What's your favourite horror movie? Well...
None.
Yeah, he doesn't watch any.
I don't watch horror movies, unfortunately.
I watched Hereditary recently on a plane. Liked that. And the Conjuring films are still good. I want Hot Toys to do any Catwoman. I'd buy any of them. I have the Anne Hathaway one, but we need more.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Are you getting the Blitzway Zorro?
No. I'm not a huge Zorro fan. I know of Zorro, but I'm not a huge fan of Zorro. I'm not one to just buy stuff that I don't really like. Like, some people will just buy up everything, and then you're like, oh, what's this? Like, oh, I don't know, I just like dope toys or whatever. I just buy all the toys, I don't really know the character. I'm not really like that. If I like the character, I'll buy the product. If I don't, then I probably won't. Unless Steph likes the character, then I'll buy it for her and I'll probably review it, but that's the only loophole there. You're not going to see me reviewing a Star Trek figure when I know nothing of Star Trek and I don't like Star Trek, because I wouldn't want to keep it in the collection. It's doing it a disservice, if you know what I mean.
Did either of you watch the first series of MasterChef Australia? I ended up watching it with friends and finding it unintentionally funny.
Did we?
Because of the way they're running the show.
I don't think we did.
I may have.
I don't think I
When it
did.
first came, I feel like, watching it on free TV.
I don't think I watched it.
But it's probably funny, like any older shows, especially Australian shows that are so small budget.
Yeah.
They're always kind of funny to watch. What do you think of films being delayed by almost a year?
And what you can do, unfortunately, it's the current climate,
Yeah.
current situation. We can't really do anything about it.
Hopefully some companies think smart and either release it onto something like a streaming service or something.
I don't think that's smart. I think that's not
well,
smart.
they can still make some sort of
How?
decent money rather than holding it back, which is still losing money.
Well, not really, because they still get the full theatrical run.
Mm.
Because you potentially make $1 billion versus on streaming you get people subscribe, but that's it.
Yeah, but if they're the only if there's one or two people that still release their films and everyone else is holding theirs back, because people are going to get hungry for films pretty soon, for new films. So
We aren't getting any of them that are being released early in Australia. I'm absolutely furious about it. Birds of Prey, which was released on demand in America, no mention of it for us. Unfortunately, apparently we don't exist. Our theatres are also closed. Our cinemas I would love to watch Birds of Prey again. I can't even pay for it. I'm literally like, hey, let me buy it, because I bought all of the DC movies on iTunes. I want to support the film. So I purchased them all. I want to do the same thing for Birds of Prey. We can't do that. That's getting me a little bit grouchy.
Are you officially sponsored by Toys Wonderland, or do you just have an amicable relationship?
We are officially sponsored. The channel is sponsored. We're partnered, technically. If you go on his website, it says down the bottom, partnered with Justin's Collection. I get, obviously, products to review, and I promote the seller. That's pretty much where the promotion ends. As I said, if a product isn't good, I will tell you, I promise. But most of the time, I'm, again, paying for everything. All of my Hot Toy stuff, I absolutely pay for, because that shit is, sorry for swearing, that stuff is expensive. But some of these Cosbabies, sometimes I get those sent to me, and then I send them back to Philip, because I don't want to keep them. So.
Yeah. Any kind of improvements or revisions you'd like to see in Hot Toys or 6-scale figures? For a while it was the bodies, I'd say, if you could hide the joints a bit better with, a skin or a rubber.
Yeah, there are some creative areas where they could improve with the bodies, like with Hella. She had visible joints on the arms where that could have been covered just by a rubber slip that went over the top. That doesn't necessarily restrict the joint, but just sits over the top of the joint. They could have easily done that. So stuff like that, little improvements here and there, but not really. They're pretty much always improving, so I like their trajectory at the moment.
I see your So Toys Logan 2-pack, but it doesn't come with the two bodies, so just wondering what you were using.
Oh, I used, for the X24 clone, I used a body called the ZC Toys muscular body with the seamless arms. So it's got seamless arms, but the body itself is fully jointed. So that's the body that I used for him. It's roughly around the same height as the Logan, so it works, but you can actually get the So Toys body directly from them, because it's got all the battle damage markings on it, the blood and all that, and you can get that for the clone, but I didn't want to have two of the same body with the same blood all over it. It would have been weird. But anyway, we'll wrap up the stream fairly soon, because we've been going for a while. Almost 2 hours, again.
You should watch I Am Legend. We have.
I've watched I Am Legend. I walked out of the cinema because I didn't like it, because I didn't realise it was a horror movie.
It's not horror. It's not.
Okay.
I'm
sorry.
Yeah, it's
It
not.
was to me.
It's like...
It's like zombies and shit.
Yeah, but I think it's more stressful that, you...
Okay, well, I walked out.
Okay, well, anyway, there's an alternative ending to, spoilers alert, to Will Smith dying. If you go and find it on YouTube, there's one where he cures the zombie that he has in his, what do you call it? His little surgery, his little lab, and there's a more positive ending from there.
There you go.
So, I don't know, if anyone was sad that the dog had to die and all that sort of stuff, then that's definitely the ending you should be watching.
Fair enough. We wrap up fairly soon. I'm getting a little bit peckish myself.
Sorry. I don't know, there's so many questions. I feel so bad if we don't answer all of them.
More. Okay. You need to torrent the movies, especially if you're desperate. I'm not really that desperate, and I prefer to support the film because a lot of people aren't going and seeing Birds of Prey. That sound is quite frustrating.
And also, movies like Birds of Prey and other movies that didn't do so well in the cinema, they take those numbers and they use that to consider whether or not they're going to make sequels and so on.
They're relying on you. Don't let them down, please. So yeah, I guess that's pretty much for it for the stream. Thanks everyone for tuning in. We had some pretty good numbers. We will probably do another stream at some point. Let us know how you're enjoying it. But yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in.
Yes, and please send me your Animal Crossing.
Yes, send the Animal Crossing stuff.
Friends things. I don't know what they're called. Codes.
They're little codes.
I
Anyway,
want to find friends.
like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll catch you in the next live stream.